Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Raid Shadow Legends TGI Friday, because today we're going to be talking all about the Champion Chase tournament that is started here today, and also, I guess we're kind of nearing towards the end of the current Fusion event, especially as people get through this. There is two last events, I believe, that will be starting on Sunday for people who are not chasing the Epic from Champion Chase today. You will probably have to wait for that. But I want to go over everything there is for the Champion Chase, all of the hoarding that I have done for today as well. We're going to do that. And actually, we're going to, because I make videos and things like that, I'm actually going to take advantage of the Sacred 2X and pull a few of those towards potentially maybe getting VARKOS Head Splitter. Right, maybe I'll get them early, and whatever that future event is that's coming probably in the next week or so, I won't have to necessarily do. We'll find out, though, of course. Now, before we get started with the rest of the video, I do want to remind people that if you haven't started playing Raid yet, get out from under that rock. Download using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen to get the legendary Orc Artak, Farrakhan the Fat, Fenax, and Cryon the Blue, level 10, 20, and 30. And don't forget about your pal Pelops, the Victor, from the Argonauts faction. Legendary here. Got to use the promo code RAID7 within the first 48 hours of a brand new account. Okay, so interesting. The rare for today is 2,500 points. Speaking of Pelops, I brought up on other videos the points required for his rare, and it was 3,500. So this one happens to be 1,000 points lower. Or in other terms, 4 sacred shards lower. Now, I spent 7 sacred shards for Summon Rush 1 and 2. So 7 sacred shards here. Now 2,500 points, like without anything saved, right, is at a minimum is still 10 sacred shards. Did I spend a little bit more? Maybe, right? Because I spent 7 sacreds, that would have gotten me about 1,750 points here. Maybe I should have waited, after all. However, the Epic is at around 6,000, which was it is a high mark, right? 6,000 for a Champion Chase is a pretty high mark. You could use Mystery Shards. If you use someone that's been hoarding Mystery Shards, they convert at a 1-to-1 ratio. So that's something that I want to point out, is that Mystery Shards do very well in Champion Chase. Now, if you get that Epic, then you'll obviously be able to have skipped 4 of the events in this Fusion event. Here's what we're going to start with, though. I've been hoarding and waiting for the Valorant, the Equalizer, to get points for this. And I apologize that I didn't really get, I was going to do a video on my channel. Things have been really busy the last couple of days, so I didn't really put anything out. That you are able, at least on the PC, it's significantly easier to not collect it. Because I'll just tell you that, like, for future reference, if you hit the R button on your PC, it'll bring up the shop window, and then you can kind of just navigate to different modes and then just X out, and then it doesn't collect, whatever it is, Valorant or whoever, or the Souls, for example. The problem is it stagnates your calendar, so I am stuck at day 7 until I collect this, right? It won't go any further. But we're going to go ahead and do that now. Okay? Funny, we got to look a little like a share thing. And they got free. I don't remember this, but okay, we're going to do that. And then that should give us some free stuff. That should also give us 500 points on the Champion Chase. And it did. Right? You can see it down here. So at a bare minimum, that's a start there. Now, hopefully what you've been, waiting to do is now you're doing your fusions for your epics, right? And you're going to have to level those up too. There's a Champion Chase ongoing right now, so it's a good time for you to do that. You should have at least 3 of these, right? If you've done everything up until now, you should have 3 epics to summon. So that's going to give you an additional 750 points, right? All of that is very important, because if you've been waiting for this moment, for this event here today, then that's an extra 750 on top of the 500, maybe, if you did with Valorant or not. And also, there's the the Prism Shard, right? Which we did from the event dungeon, which I spoke about earlier on this week. So I'm going to be opening that here today as well, and we're going to see what we get out of that. Who knows, right? It could be something. So I'm going to click on the summon pool. No, I don't. Okay, I haven't been very lucky with Prism Shards lately. So that's an extra 250 points there. Summon pool is now going to close down once it finishes loading. Once it finishes loading, right? Come on. There we go. 250 points. And that brings us up to 1,500. Okay. So that is it says 1,250, but it should be 1,500. So that's an interesting start point, because from here, then I would have only needed to pull 4 Sacreds, actually, to get this rare. So it was better. Now, there was good progressives running. To be fair, on the summon rushes, there were some pretty decent progressives. And when you get to the point that I'm at in my roster, you know, you need those targeted progressives, unfortunately, to make, you know, to make meaningful progress, I think, in your roster to really, like, target certain characters. So here's the plan for the rest. Right, and I think that's about it, right? Fusion points. Of course, if you have any Remnant summons, actually, I don't. I don't have any right now. I should be clearing Cursed City hard mode soon, but I will probably save that for a future event. And then if you have any Fragment summons, that you make sure you utilize those. If you have any Broadmoth that you want to summon, utilize those. You're going to get 350 points per Broadmoth summon. So if you have a bunch of those, I could do like one, but I'm going to save that. Right, and any Remnants would be minimum 250. Again, just like Sacred Shards. And now I don't need to do anything today because I've already done Summon Rush 1 and 2. However, because I'm kind of, and there's some Sacred Shard events going on here that you can choose. Either VARKOS Head Splitter or Talent. I don't know why, I mean, if you did Deck of Fates. I don't have VARKOS Head Splitter. And you get a 2x chance. Now, my current Mercy is sitting at 7 Sacred Shards pulled, because from Summon Rush, I did not pull anything good. I pulled 7 Sacred Shards. And so I think I'm going to run until I hit my Mercy. Again, not something that I recommend for everyone, because, you know, I make videos and I do things that I probably shouldn't do. But also, you know, I don't need the rare from it at this point. And I doubt we're going to be pulling enough to make it to that epic. It is still quite expensive. Like, I really want to stress that epic 6,000, if you're not using a shit ton of mystery shards, it is quite expensive to get to. There's no bonuses for void shards, so I don't know if I'd really do that. And going from 1,500 to 6,000 for me would require, you know, Sacred Shards are minimum 250. Could be 500 if you're super lucky with Legendary, but, you know, by and large, it's 250. So that's an extra 4,500 points I'd have to make up, and that would be about 18 Sacred Shards. Right? I don't think we're doing that here today. But if you had a bunch of mystery shards saved, you could bridge the gap with that. I call them the green gold. They are very, very important for clearing fusion events more than you would know. And I do kind of do a public service announcement every now and then about mystery shards and how they can be useful in clearing fusions, because I do get a pretty good chunk of those every single month. Anyways, we're at 7 pulled. So let's put on our music. Right, where is that again? Legendary pull music. And let's see what happens. Never know. Boilon does get pretty lucky. Terror Beast. Not what we wanted here today. Okay, so that's 8 total, of course. 9. Because I want to see how... Mr. Aphrodite is a good character, by the way. He's like one of the best Sylvan Watcher epic nukers. I need to see. I kind of want to go for the progressive. I kind of at this point want to get to 1 legendary pulled and see what happens. This is 10. I'm also curious whether or not we hit it beforehand. Deacon Armstrong is pretty good, guys. I got him, I think, when I was doing Prism Shards for somebody else, though. Oh no, this is a separate one, right? Sacred Order. Yeah, I think when I did one of my previous pulls, I think. Or was he a progressive? I think he was a progressive epic. I'm losing track of things now in my summonings. Okay, we have Sacred Shard number 11. Looks like, even with the 2x, we're still getting into the Mercy. Furgan Isbel is a Lady Mikage fusion. But I've been done with that for a little while. Stupid Endomoon Beam. Always going to be the one that I hate the most. Okay, and this is number 12. Total, of course. Not that I pulled here today. So everything past now is going to be plus 2%. So we're starting at 12, and this should be 14. It's not a ton extra, but I'm actually afraid that we might. I wouldn't. It would be such a kick in the balls. I I effing, sorry guys, gory. There was one video where I was summoning and I pulled like 7, no, like 4 of him. Like, I don't know how that happened. Like, he's haunting me. This is Sacred Shard number 7, but... Oh! Oh, you're shitting me! I think I have a double of him. He's so bad. Oh, no. Maybe he's due for... He doesn't even have a passive. Maybe he's due for a rework. Ignatius. Maybe this guy needs a rework. Okay, well, there's my Mercy. And that was shit. Oh, my God. I'm pretty sure I have him. Like, sitting in the bench. I'll find out when I go into my Faction Guardians. That music, man. Okay, well, I mean, like, at the end of the day, a 15x on a Legendary is, like... I think it's still, like, 5%. It's not great. I think I have him. Oh, my God, I do have him. Oh, well, okay, well, it's 10% attack on my Ogren Tribe's Legendary Faction Guardians. 7 plus 8 with the Legendary, right? So that's an extra 2,000. Okay, well... We got ourselves up to 3,500, but still, even that like is not enough to get to the epic. Like I would have had to pull like quite a bit more. Like it is expensive as all hell. That 6,000 is pricey. Right? I mean, and then you're fighting for a 5 red Hagaba soul, and I guess some of these people are doing it, but it's not for me this time around. Luckily, I didn't have to do so much here. Oh, did I miss something at the bottom of Champion Chase? Oh, the gems. I forgot to claim that. My bad. Yeah, expensive fusion. I think that they've done this intentionally because Plarium knows that a lot of people are swapping out of this, and well, I guess that's what happens, right? And so this is good information, however, for next time, right? To know exactly what kind of points was required for this event, and also good data for the future. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys decided to do. Did you wait for the champion chase? Do you need to go for the epic to clear this? I hope some of you guys have some good stuff saved up. Don't forget to use mystery shards if you need to, though. That's going to be it for this video, of course. Until next time. Don't forget to use the QR code in the top right hand of the screen for the legendary Orc Artak, Farrakhan the Fennex and Cried in the blue, level 10, 20, and 30, and Pelops the Victor by using the promo code RAID7 within the first 48 hours of a brand new account. That's it for me, everyone. Have a great weekend, because it is Friday, TGI Friday, and I'll see you all on the next video. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.